Probably you are tired of giving excuse. You are tired of blaming. You are tired of blaming your parents, your friends, the government, and everybody around you because you are just in a stagnant position of your life. You are tired of being poor. You are tired of seeing everything going astray. Maybe you're somebody who didn't go to school, or maybe you didn't finish school. A lot of things they're happening in your life. You don't know why. Everything seems so challenging. You are not making life the way you expect it to be. So you have said enough of this. You have said enough of all these blames, all these excuses, all these things which doesn't make me happy in my life. So you have decided to yourself, I'm going to start another path of life. Not really this one that I'm going through right now. So you have decided that because you don't have qualifications to get a job, and you have decided that you are going to start a business. I want to tell you that is one of the key and the best thing that you are going to do. So before you go and start a business, somebody curious told you that you must go and start a business, a small scale business. And why are you starting a small scale business? It is because you don't have enough experience in doing business. Number one, you don't have enough money actually to do it in bigger scale one way. So those two things, they are very, very important for you to start a business. So you have decided that you are going to have a business, and number one thing that you need to do is to have a plan. So in case you didn't have sleep at night, you spend a sleepless night because it really touched you, it really made you to feel it. So you are very hungry for it. You are very hungry to start a business. So you are going to really start it. So you already have your plan that you have already come up with, that you want to start a business that will make you this amount of money, and then after that you will proceed to this level until you become a millionaire or a billionaire after this or number of years that you want to really to do. So stick around. This is exactly what I'm going to help you to do. These are the qualities that you must consider before you really start the business that you have already planned. Quality number one, the business that you must start should be of high demand. The demand for the product or anything, the service that you are selling must have demand already. Why you should look for a business or a business that has high demand already is because you don't have money to advertise. You don't have money to export your products to places where you can meet market. You don't have money to actually do it in a better way that you can start to get money out of it. So because of that, to avoid the anxiety, the stress that you may go through when people are not buying from you, when your business is just stagnant, nobody is coming to ask for the price, and you're not selling anything, it can even take you back to the comfort zone that you are coming from. So because of that, you always need to consider a business that is already having the demand, so that by the time you go there, you keep getting hopes of doing it better one way, instead of going there becoming frustrated, also suck, and then you go back to where you are coming from. When you did 2 or 3 times, you realize that you have already given up in life, which is not the advice that I will give to you. So you must consider one of the business to be of high demand. That is point number one. And now the quality number two of the business that you must start with the little capital that you have is the competitive advantage. This one is not understood most commonly because competition cuts across. Competition may be somebody physically competing with you in what you are doing because the person wants to throw you down. But in most cases, if you are taking it into the business perspective, competition does not mean that fighting against the other person who actually you are dealing in the same product. Competition is actually won easily by having more skills. So for you to have advantage in the competition, you always need to have a skill in your mind. So for you to overcome this competitive advantage, make sure that you have enough skills for the business that you are going to do, and you have the unique selling strategy in your business so that you overcome the problem of competition, because it is something which is challenging. When you find very many people in the marketplace dealing in the same product that you are doing, it can easily break your heart, and then you feel like this business suck, it is not very, very important, and then you feel like it doesn't work any longer. So it is easy for you to give up when you are doing a very competitive business with the other people. So for the competition, it's not all about fighting against each other. It is all about putting more skills in yourself so that you do it better than other people who are around you, so that you get more customers for yourself. So for the case of competition, it is very, very important. You don't actually need to run away from competitors, I mean. So that is number two, the quality number two that you need to consider before you start your business. And the other quality that you must always come up before you start that small business that you want to do is the business must be scalable. This one is very, very important, because why you are starting a business is because I told you, you are already very tired. You are being bold by poverty for quite a long period of time, and you no longer need to see this one going through your life for the rest of your life. So you have decided that you are going to do something different. You are going to do something better. So because of that, for you to do something better and different, it must be a little bit expanded. So for something to be expanded, it must have the capacity to actually widen to spread itself so that it becomes big aspect of it. So the business that you must consider should be the one that can be scaled. Scaling means it can be expanded. You can expand it into a bigger forms so that it becomes a very bigger company of the business. So that is number three. You need to make sure that the business that you start must not keep you in a stagnant position where you don't expand, where everything just seems to be stuck. By the way, it is very, very easy for you to become comfortable, because so long as you are earning, so long as you are eating, you are renting, you are paying your bills, it can make you to be comfortable. So without knowing that there is a lot more for you in future in life than just being at this stagnant position where you only eat and then you can pay your bills. That is not enough. You need something better than that. Though it is a small business, but it is always from humble beginnings, from the small beginnings, that you can become better and bigger in the business that you can always do. So the number fourth business quality that you need to consider when you are starting a small scale business is the limitation to the entry. When you are starting a business that actually it is very, very difficult for you to start, is not something that I can recommend for you, because you don't have enough capital, you don't have a lot of skills. When the barriers are very many, a lot of things that need to be first done before you start the business, it means you cannot manage it. You cannot start consider such a business as a small scale business for you to start, because you are still having very little capital that you need to put into the business so that it keeps bringing the return immediately. So in this regard, I would recommend, if you can start a business that you can at least earn some money every single day so that you keep getting hopes in it. So these barriers can be, you start a business that will take you 10 years for you to start to get some money back. So this business, actually that kind of business is what I cannot recommend for you. Number fifth quality of a small scale business is the profitability. This one is very, very important in business. Nobody goes into the business to do it just because the people do it. Why you're going into the business is because you want to make profit. And for you to get a profit, the business must be profitable. So how can you get a business which is profitable? It should be something like the first point. It should be something that is already having the high demand in the market. So for you to get profit, it means there must be customer, there must be product, and the product that you are selling must be something that actually adds value into what people want. And when you consider such a business, it will always give you a profit. And why you should consider a profitable business in the beginning is because in the beginning you don't trust what you are doing, because you don't have experience in it. You don't know exactly what you are going through. You are trying to figure it out. And when you are figuring it out, you always fight. to make sure that the obstacles, they don't come on your way. Most especially when you run out of money, you will always go out of business, because money is the key thing that keeps you driving it. You will need some new items to be brought into your business, so you need money for those things. And then your business that you are going to start must be the profitable business. So the last quality that you must consider, or you should consider when you are starting a small scale business, is the sustainability. In this regard, you are going into the business because you are going to stay there for quite a long period of time. You are not the kind of person who will just come into the business with the two or three options, option A, B, C, D, and when option A fails, you go to the B, you go to C up to D. I think D means that one is is actually something which will waste a lot of your time for nothing. So when you are going into the business, you must make sure that you are going for a sole business that you are going to do for quite a long period of time, and when it keeps sustaining your life, and then when it keeps pushing you from where you were up to where you want to go. So the distance is always very, very challenging. So the sustainability comes into the aspect of your consistency to the marketplace. How often do you deliver products to the customers? How often do they find you ready with what they want? So that is very, very important thing that you need to consider with your business. Not a business like today you are there, tomorrow you may not be around, you are just up and down. So like that, customers may not trust you, and when they don't trust you, they may not buy from you, they may not come to your place. By the time it goes for quite a long period of time, it will come to your mind that it sucks, this business does not make business sense, because it is you. Just because it is you who made it to be like that, customers will trust you because of your consistency, because of your availability. So make sure that you are always available to your customer. You are always available to all what they need from you. So it is very, very important for the business, that is small scale business, to be very consistency. So in this regard, you should also consider that at least you work every single day. It doesn't matter weekends. In the beginning, it is all about sacrifice. You don't need to go for those crazy things, going for parties, going for clubs. Those ones, they are wastage of time. You need to be consistently in your business. Maybe 5-10 years you will get time to rest. But it is very, very important to rest after doing hard work, because there are people, a lot of people, younger people that I know, who actually want to work very smart. They don't really want to go to the workplace to do the work by themselves. It's okay to do that, but in the beginning, you first need to work hard before you start to work smart. If you don't know how to work hard, what makes you to think that you know how to work smart? You can't work smart. You first need to work hard before you work smart. So in this thing, you need to be always available. It doesn't matter weekend, even rest. There is no resting in your business. Work for long hours. Work for very long period of time. From morning, you wake up at 6 a.m. and go to sleep even up to 10 p.m. It's okay, because this is just a beginning. You are still young. I heard very many people say that enjoy life when you are still young. It's okay, it's okay. But you are young today, it doesn't mean that you will stay young forever. You are going to be an adult. You will have very many responsibilities than what you have right now. So because of that, I call you to be very, very serious in whatever that you are going to consider as a business idea. And these are the qualities that I think when you look for in the kind of business that you want to start, it will really help you to do something which actually you will succeed in. And then this is just a humble beginning. Nothing starts bigger, everything starts small. The first two things that I want you to put in your mind is it will take you long and it will be very tough. And for you to overcome such things, you must be aware of the education, you must be aware of the skills that you're going to use in your business. And number two, you must have the experience. You cannot go and get experience from nowhere. You only get experience at the workplace. So make sure that you don't run away from whatever that you have started, considering these qualities. And then you also be very, very careful when you are considering the idea. When I tell you to be careful, I don't mean that you should look for the easy way of doing it. You always need to go, even if it is tough, but know how you can go through those tough times. You keep learning in it, and then make sure that you also have some people to guide you. Don't get guidance from everybody. People who doesn't do business, they cannot guide you to do business. It's like asking a blind man to tell you direction. Now what will he tell you? he or she will tell you nothing because he's blind also like you. And maybe all of you will just fall into a deep pit. So you don't need to ask a blind person to tell you a direction. Look for a rightful person to seek advice from in the small businesses, because it is the origin of everything that you will be doing for your life. Thank you so much for watching. My name is David. If you are watching me for the first time, consider to subscribe to this YouTube channel, and don't forget to click onto the notification bell so that you don't miss on any other upload on this video. So for you, as you have already learned the qualities of small scale businesses that you want to start, I have already also put for you the businesses that you can start with a very minimum capital, and then with the also very little academic qualification or no academic qualification, and that they give you a lot of money at the end of the day. Thank you so much for watching. See you in the next video.